welcome to the Sailing My Magic channel. My name is Duke and I am solo sailing Magic, my 2015 Lagoon Catamaran, around the world. Love Island is a reality-based TV show. It's about young 20-somethings and their relationships. It's a little bit like The Bachelor, where people are voted to stay or leave. And it's based in Mamanaka, or shot in Mamanaka Archipelago Islands. That's about 17 miles for where I'm at right now. It originated in Australia, although there's a USA version now. And that's what came over here. I got to meet the assistant producer, and I wasn't allowed to videotape, but I did get some photographs, and I've interspersed them in this video because I thought they were interesting. Love Island is shot primarily on the Mamanuca Archipelago, which is also where they shot episode 37 of Survivor. It's about 17 miles from Buda, which is where I'm located. They take away the contestants' personal cell phones and give them a company one. And I talked to one of the assistant producers. It was very nice, and this is very much an episode for them to get out and get into something different. But I also experienced different things. This was the Kava ceremony. Kava is a root that it's got a mild narcotic in it, kind of feels like Novocaine. I wasn't allowed to shoot video, but this is the hostess of the Love Island series. I got some photos. This is up where they had a little meeting. And I decided to do a little exploring on a promontory spit of land, piece of land that sticks out from the coast, and found some interesting things. The Woollahra Sailing Club. The Love Island participants have contests to see how well they know their partner and how well they relate. A little secluded beach beyond the mangroves. There's a small boat launch here, as well as a dinghy dock. I've never used this dinghy dock before. And in far distance there is what they call West Bay. People have asked if it's scripted. I don't believe it is, but the director can give suggestions, and 20-year-olds have plenty of drama. Just beyond the mangroves, there's a reef that does surface in the water at low tide, which is interesting. On the other side is that homemade catamaran that I showed earlier, as well as an arch that they use for weddings. But then every once in a while, the production company brings them over to the big island, which is here, to have a change of pace. When they get to the marina, they're not really allowed to talk to a bunch of people. The producers don't want them influenced in the game, so they keep them pretty sequestered. I continued exploring the spit of land, and this is the racing kayak area. They have the kayak stored. There's the Buda Marine kayak. And there's a different shot of West Bay. And continue along here. It's interesting because this seemed to be a part, even though this is a very popular and filled marina, didn't seem like many people have ever gone out here. So I was really surprised when I was walking up here and I discovered that they have a swimming pool that I've never seen before. It's a saltwater pool, but I see that there's a leaf rake there, because some leaves do blow in it, of course. And there's a shower, and it all seemed well put together and thought out. The pool is maintained. I've had a saltwater pool before. As long as you get more salt water into it, it's fine. The level of salt keeps down a lot of the bacteria and things, so we don't have to worry about putting chlorine in it too much. The beautiful view of the bay there. So then I was hiking a little bit farther and I found this platform, and this appears to be for a Kava ceremony. That looks like a Kava bowl there. And what will happen on a Kava ceremony is people will sit around in a circle around the Kava bowl, and the Kava served in like a third of a coconut shell and passed around. And as each person drinks their bowl, everybody claps a few times, and then you keep going out. So this is almost to the end of the little peninsula here. Got to climb in under these bushes or trees, and there was a steep slope there. I didn't want to fall down and fall into the water, but I was able to duck down underneath and get down there. Over there's the entrance to the marina. Those two white poles show you where to get in. It's a very narrow opening between the two reefs. And that big marker out there has to show where the end of the reef is. So it goes out quite a ways. Then I decided to go back on another path, and that goes over here beside the pool. You can see the stonework is really well done on that pool. And I don't think it's new. I think that's been there a while, so it had to be well done to maintain the condition. But then there's another structure here. That's usually the kind of thing that performances would be given on, maybe a musical performance or dancing performance. I've seen those in a couple of places. Well, kind of like over by the restaurant where I showed the guy playing the guitar. They build these little structures like that and put lights and stuff on them. But that's good size. You could have a full band up there. No problem. And this is looking out to the south there. There's another very fancy marina just to the south there. That's at the far side of Nadi Bay. Now, Nadi is spelled Nadi, N-A-D-I, but in Fijian, you add an N for certain words. Please click on like or subscribe. It's totally free, and it does help me, and it'd be much appreciated. And now it's time for the Sailor Special, the Sundowner. Have a great time.